Hello guys, welcome to a new video in Minecraft tutorial series, and in this video we will be focusing on enchantments basically, and what are enchantments, what is an enchanting table, different types of enchantments, how you can enchant and how you can de-enchant items in Minecraft. So I have collected all bits and pieces for going through this tutorial. So now let's dive in. The first thing when we talk about enchanting is enchanting table. So first and foremost, let's check how to create an enchanting table. So if you see here, this is the recipe for enchanting table. So you have 2 diamonds, 4 obsidian and 1 book. So this is a prerequisite. So if you want enchantment setup, you should basically have access to diamonds, since you will need first of all diamond pickaxe to mine obsidian, and you need to have 2 more diamonds for the recipe. So to use an enchanting table, you need to have few things with you already. So these are the requirements to use an enchanting table. First and foremost is lapis lazuli. So you can get it by mining, and it looks something like this. So this is lapis lazuli. You require this. Then you need the actual item. So let's say this netherite pickaxe that you want to enchant, and also you need to have levels. So as you can see in the bottom of my screen, whenever like you trade with a villager or kill hostile mobs or do some kind of smelting, then the bar on top of your hotbar where the items are located increases, and as soon as it gets filled up, it increases 1 level. So there is a number above it. So currently it is 29. So you need access to these levels in order to enchant items. So you can obtain levels. I have already explained you like 3 processes, and also there is bottle of enchanting that you can get either from loot chest or by trading with the cleric villager. This will give you extra XP and increase your levels. Now let's talk about the layout of the enchantment table. So when I open the interface, you can see the left side we have 2 things. So here where my mouse cursor is, we put the actual item that we want to enchant. Then on the right side here we put the lapis lazuli, and on the right side where you see these 3 labels, here it gives you what kind of enchantment you are getting. So it will give you the enchantment name. You can also get additional enchantment with whatever is displayed here. So let me just quickly show you. Let me take a netherite pickaxe. Let's take this lapis lazuli. So if I put this netherite pick over here, you see these are grayed out. So you can see efficiency 1, and then it is mentioned question mark. So there is a possibility that you might get more than efficiency 1 over here. Now what is the cost of each and every enchantment? So let's understand that. So if you see these 3 labels, when you go on any one particular item, you can see 2 lapis lazuli, in this case 2 lapis lazuli and 2 enchantment levels. So that means this is the cost. So you will require 2 lapis, and it will deduct 2 enchantment levels from your hotbar. So it is 29. After enchanting, it will become 27. So this is how the cost is there of enchanting each item. Other thing that is very important here is the right side of each label. You see 1, 5 and 5. So these are like minimum level enchants that this enchantment table is providing. So basically what it is telling you, it can provide you up to level 5 enchantment. So as this number goes up, you get good kind of enchantments. So the best is level 30 enchantments. For that I have already created a setup over here. So for level 30 enchantments, as you can see, we have around 10 plus 6, so 16 bookshelves. with 16 bookshelves, when I put this netherite pick here, you can see at max we can enchant up to 28 levels. So this is the kind of enchantment max that is supported. Now when I get one more bookshelf from here, and when I increase it more than, let's say, 16 by placing here, or let's place it here, you can see it will increase to the level 30 requirement. So this will basically mean that it will provide you the best enchantments possible if it is level 30. So you need more than 16 bookshelves in order to get level 30 enchants. Now to actually enchant items, let's see what kind of enchantments we are getting here. If I put my netherite pickaxe over here, and let's say I want to enchant with Unbreaking 3. Okay, so let me put 3, but as you can see here, it is only enabling me till here, and it is not giving me the option for this last enchantment, because it is telling that it requires a level 30. So basically, since I have only 29 levels, I will have to increase my levels to 30, then only I can enchant that particular enchantment. So let us get some XP by breaking these bottles. Okay, so now I am on level 30. Let's go here, and now I will try to put 3 lapis, and now you can see it is enabled, and when we click on this item, we'll get a Unbreaking 3. Now as I mentioned, you saw there we had only Unbreaking 3 and then a question mark. It has automatically given me efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3 and Silk Touch. So this is how you can do enchanting through an enchanting table. Now let's move on to the next part. So the next thing that you can use with enchanting is an anvil. So for an anvil, this is the recipe. So you need 4 iron ingots and 3 blocks of iron. So it is very expensive since it requires a lot of iron, and after few enchantments, like it breaks also. So this is a costly item in Minecraft, and this is how you craft it with the help of these items. Now let's see how to use an anvil. Basically, through anvils you can combine 2 things and get enchantments. So there are few combinations. So I have already prepared something over here. First is, you can combine books with each other. You can combine an item with a book. So let's say this pickaxe, if you combine with this book, it will have efficiency 4. You can combine different types of, let's say, tools which may or may not be enchanted, and yeah, these are the only things. So item plus item, books plus books, and item plus books. These are the 3 combinations. Now the thing to note over here is same, like it will involve some cost which will be written over here. So let's say I want to enchant this pickaxe, and I want to enchant it with this efficiency 4 book. So I'll just click on anvil, I'll place my tool over here, and I will place this efficiency 4 book over here. You can see the enchantment cost for it is 4 levels. So this will not require any lapis lazuli. It will just enchant this item and use your levels. So this is much more costly than the enchanting table, but there you get random enchants, whereas here if you have a proper book or a proper enchanted item, you can get the desired enchantment for you. Also, if you want to rename it, it will add a cost of that as well. So every time you want to rename your item, you can rename it through anvil, and it will cost you 1 level for each renaming. So let's go ahead and enchant this with efficiency 4. Okay, now you can see my pickaxe has efficiency 4. Next thing we can do is we can combine these 2 pickaxes. Now let's say I want an efficiency 5 pickaxe, since it will be much better. So basically, to increase the level of enchants through an anvil, you need to have the same level of enchantment on both the item. So let's say I have this efficiency 4 and I have another efficiency 4 item like pickaxe, or I have efficiency 4 book, then I can get an efficiency 5 pickaxe. Okay, so you can increase your levels in this way. Now I will take these two books as well, okay, and show you. When I put this efficiency 4 pickaxe and let's say I take this efficiency 3, then your levels will get used, but you will not have any impact on the efficiency level of the netherite pickaxe. So you need at least 4th efficiency level. So when I put this book, you can see then also it goes up to efficiency 5. So basically the point is you need to have same level of efficiency or any kind of enchantment in order to increase the level of that enchantment. So this is how, let's say I just enchant it, so it becomes efficiency 5 pickaxe. Now when I try to enchant it with a lower number of efficiency, it will not have any impact. But one more thing to note over here is, let's say I get a efficiency 5 book again, it will not become efficiency 6 because this is the highest level of efficiency that Minecraft supports. So that is also one thing to take care. So this is all about anvils, and as you can see here it has become little damaged. So after a few enchantments it will eventually break. Now the next item is grindstone. This is the recipe for making a grindstone. You need a stone slab, 2 sticks and 2 planks of any kind. Now the purpose of grindstone is, let's say you enchant one item and either through enchanting table or through this anvil, and if you want to remove the enchantments on them, you can use this repair and disenchant. So basically it provides you two purposes. One is to repair. Let's say I have a tool which is little bit low on durability, and if it is a diamond tool, if you put diamond here, then it will repair it to and increase its durability. That is one thing. The next thing is it will disenchant the item. If I want to remove enchantment on my item, I will just put it here, and you can see here I'll get the normal item back without any enchantment, and I also get some XP orbs coming out of this. So in the same way you can disenchant all the items, even books, like any items that you have enchanted can be disenchanted using a grindstone. Now let's move to the next section. Now here we will learn about various types of enchantments. It can be very overwhelming for you, and like there are many types of enchantments in Minecraft. So I will just give you a brief about each and every enchantment, and for some of them I have also arranged for a demo so that you can know what that enchantment does actually. So let's start with the tools first. So there are 3 enchantments: efficiency, silk touch and fortune, that apply on these tools, and it will also apply on axe, so it is above the tools. So let's first see what is efficiency. Efficiency enchantment is from level 1 to 5. So efficiency, as the name suggests, it increases the efficiency of the item. So in case of netherite pickaxe, the efficiency 5 will mine much faster as compared to the normal pickaxe. So I've taken both a normal pickaxe and an efficiency 5. So you can just see in the demo section, I'm mining first with the normal pickaxe. See how much time it takes. Whereas when I mine with efficiency, it is much faster. So this is all about efficiency. It makes your tools much more efficient. Now let's go to the next enchantment, that is Silk Touch. Basically Silk Touch, you don't have any more levels, so it's a single enchantment. So let's say I have this diamond ore, and if I want like some materials which are not obtained by normally mining, so let's say I have grass, but if you use shovel on grass, it will give you a dirt block. But if you want the grass block itself, you need to have a Silk Touch tool. So basically Silk Touch provides you the actual as it is block when you mine it. So to show you the difference, when I use the normal netherite pickaxe on this diamond ore, I get diamonds. But when I use the Silk Touch, I get the ore back. I don't get diamonds. So that is the difference of using a Silk Touch. But when I use this again, I will get my diamond. Now the next enchantment is Fortune. Basically, if I talk about, let's say, diamonds, whenever you mine a diamond block, there is a possibility that you will get single or multiple diamonds. But varying on the fortune levels on your pickaxe, you can get more items or more yield for every mining, and it will only work, it will not work on stone. Let's say you mine stone with fortune, it will not give you multiple stone, but let's say for diamonds or for even crops, you can use fortune to get a better yield. So it comes from fortune 1 till 3. Fortune 3 is the best fortune enchantment. So let's just try to test it out. So here I got 2 diamonds with the normal netherite pickaxe. Now let me use this fortune 3 and see how much I get. So this time I got 4 more. So this is the difference between using a normal tool and a fortune tool. You get a better yield from fortune enchantment. So now moving on to the next item, which is fishing rod. For fishing rod we have 2 enchantments. One is Luck of the Sea. So it also has 3 levels, Luck of the Sea 1, 2 and 3. Basically this enchantment increases your chances of catching valuable items when you use this fishing rod enchanted with it. So it can give you valuable items like saddles, name tags, enchanted books and enchanted fishing rods, enchanted bows, etc. So as the name suggests, this provides you a better luck with the fishing rod. Next is lure. So it also has 3 levels. So with lure, the advantage is that whenever you use a fishing rod, it takes some time for the fish to bite your hook and then you can catch it. With lure, you can increase the rate at which the fish will bite your hook. So it will be, you will get the items much faster with lure as compared to the normal fishing rod. This is the advantage of lure. Now moving on to the next place where we have enchantments related to armor. First and foremost, you have protection armor. So basically this is also provided in 4 levels, protection 4 being the highest. Basically whenever you apply protection enchantment to your armor, it increases its resistance to damage. So let's say a zombie is hitting you, so with protection armor you will get less damage as compared to normal armor without enchantments. Next is fire protection. So similar to the way protection works, fire protection also has 4 levels. So when you use a fire protection enchanted armor, the chances of you getting damage by fire either in a lava pool or when you get hit by fire, it deals very less damage when you use a fire protection armor. Next is blast protection. This is very helpful in case of creepers. When you have blast protection armor, it helps you to get less damage in case there is a blast nearby, either by a creeper or with a TNT or anything that produces a blast. This also has 4 levels. Blast protection 4 being the highest one. Now projectile protection, basically it also has 4 levels and it protects you from projectiles. So let's say a skeleton is shooting you with arrows or any other projectile like shulker, or there are many things that shoot as a projectile towards you. So basically this projectile protection will help you get resistant from those projectile attacks, and those projectile attacks will deal less damage as compared to the non-enchanted armors. Next is thorns. So thorns has 3 levels. When you have a thorns applied armor and let's say a particular mob hits you, then they are also experiencing damage. So this is how thorns helps you. So this is all about the armor related enchantments. Now we have some specific enchantments. So coming to first helmets, we have Respiration and Aqua Affinity. So Respiration is having 3 levels, 1, 2 and 3. Basically Respiration enchantment helps you to breathe much longer in water. So let me take a normal Respiration 3 helmet from here, and we'll learn about Aqua Affinity first and then we'll see the demo. Now Respiration helps you to breathe longer. Aqua Affinity helps you to mine easily underwater. So if you mine normally underwater, it takes a lot of time to break the block which is underwater. With Aqua Affinity, you can make that process faster. So let's take that helmet as well. Now I will go into the demo area. You can see we have water over here. Now when I jump into that water, you can see eventually I will have to come out of water, and the rate at which these bubbles at the right hand corner of my hotbar are bursting. When I apply this Respiration 3 helmet, and let me just fill up my breathing bar. Now when I go down, it will take a lot of time to run out of air. So as you can see, it's taking a lot of time to burst. Now a single bubble is burst. So you will be able to prolong the stay in water with this Respiration 3 helmet. Now the next is Aqua Affinity. So for that I will also need a netherite pickaxe or some kind of pickaxe. So let's take these 2 blocks. Currently I am not wearing any helmet, so you can see it takes some time to mine these 4 stone blocks. When I equip myself with this netherite helmet having Aqua Affinity, and now when I go and mine these blocks, it is much faster. You can see it's almost instant. So this is the advantage that Aqua Affinity provides. Now we'll come to the 4 enchantments that are related to boots. So first and foremost, Depth Strider. So you have 3 levels of Depth Strider, and as the name suggests, when you have this enchantment on your boots, it will help you and speed up your movement underwater. So when I swim normally underwater, I will be much slower. So when I have boots with Depth Strider, I can go much faster. Next is Frostwalker. So Frostwalker comes in 2 levels, 1 and 2. And when I equip myself with Frostwalker boots, I can basically run over water because it converts the top layer into ice. So if I go currently here, you can see nothing is happening. I will have to go underwater. When I equip myself with these boots, you can see it's turning into ice and I can easily walk over this water. And once I go over it, it will eventually melt away. So this is what Frostwalker does. Next is Soul Speed. So it also has 3 levels, and this is helpful only in the case of Nether, where we have the soul soil. And basically when you travel through this, it feels like you are stuck and your speed is reduced dramatically. but when I just put on my soul speed boots, you can see my speed increases exponentially. So this is helpful in case of soul components. Now next is feather falling. This is a very useful item that you should have in your boots. It comes in 4 levels, and as the name suggests, when you have this enchantment on your boots and if you fall from a considerable height, you will not get that much damage, but it will not make you invincible. So just make sure you can avoid damage in a significant way by having feather falling 4 boots, but you cannot avoid death if you are jumping from a very high vantage point. So it just reduces the damage that is dealt when you accidentally fall off from a considerably high level. So this is all about the armor section. Now let's move on to the next section, which is related to your weapons actually. Let's start with the enchantment for swords. So first and foremost is Sharpness, that you can apply either to your axe or to your sword, and it comes in 5 levels. Basically, having Sharpness on your sword or axe will increase the amount of damage that is dealt to a player or a mob that you are hitting it with. Next is Smite. We have 5 levels of Smite, and this is basically, there is a very big debate about Smite versus Sharpness. So basically, Sharpness deals a good amount of damage against a player or a mob, whereas Smite is only having advantage when you are killing undead mobs like zombies or drowns or etc. So this is good for undead mobs. Now Sweeping Edge is having 3 levels. Basically, when you hit with a sword or an axe, it hits only one person or the mob. When you use this Sweeping Edge, it will try to hit nearby mobs as well. So let's say you have 3 zombies standing in front of you. When you hit with a Sweeping Edge sword, it will deal the great amount of damage to the one where you are aiming, and it will also deal some amount of damage to the nearby zombies as well. Fire aspect is also very useful enchantment. So basically, it comes in 2 levels. When you deal a attack by this particular item having a fire aspect enchantment, the mob or the player will catch on fire. So it is very useful in killing passive mobs. So if you want ready cooked food, you should use a fire aspect sword. So levels 1 and 2 just indicate the time duration for which they will catch the fire. So if you hit them with fire aspect 2, they will catch on fire for a long time as compared to fire aspect 1. Looting is a very important enchantment in case of weapons, since many mobs, when you kill them, they provide you with some drops. So it's similar to fortune, but fortune is used for mining, whereas looting is used for killing. So let's say a zombie is giving you rotten flesh or carrots or iron ingots. With looting 3, so basically it has 3 levels. With looting 3, you can increase chances of getting valuable drops more, and even increase the yield of drops. So this is a very important enchantment. Knockback comes in knockback 1 and knockback 2 levels. Basically, when you hit a zombie or a mob or a player with knockback on your sword or your axe, they will also be pushed a little bit far away. So this is what the name suggests. Next is Bane of Arthropods. It has around 5 levels. So when you have Bane of Arthropods on your sword or an axe or any kind of weapon, it will deal more damage against things like spider. So this is very useful in case you want to one hit spiders. Now the next set of enchantments are for bows. First and foremost is Infinity. when you have an infinity bow, it will not run out of arrows. So you can just keep one arrow here and your bow will never run out of those arrows. So next thing is power, and it basically increases the damage that the bow deals. So when you have a power 5 bow, it will deal a lot of damage as compared to a normal bow to the mob or the player you're trying to hit with. So next is flame. So similar to fire aspect, when you shoot a arrow with a flame enchanted bow, it will shoot the arrow which is on fire, and it has only one book. It does not have multiple levels. Next is punch. So punch is similar to knockback. It has 2 levels. So when you have a bow with punch and you hit a mob or a player, they will get thrown back a little away from you. So it's similar to knockback. So these are the enchantments about the weapons, different kinds of weapons and bows. Next is enchantments for your crossbow. So for crossbow we have 3 enchantment. One is piercing. It has 4 levels. So with piercing enchantment, when you hit a mob, it can basically go through multiple mobs. So if there are one after the other many mobs, and if you hit with a piercing crossbow, it will deal damage to multiple mobs and not only deal to a single one. Quick charge is also having 3 levels. So basically this quick charge enchantment will try to reduce the reload time of your crossbow. And multi-shot basically has only one book. When you have multi-shot enchantment, the crossbow will basically shoot 3 arrows instead of 1. Now coming back to enchantments for your trident. So let's start with loyalty. When you have a trident with loyalty enchantment, it has 3 levels. When you throw your trident which has a loyalty enchantment, it will come back to you and return back to you. You will not have to go and collect it yourself. So you have 3 levels of loyalty with you for tridents. Next is Riptide. Basically this Riptide enchantment is only helpful when it is either raining or when you are basically in a river or a ocean. So if you have a trident with a Riptide enchantment, so you can just propel in air when you are in water body or something. So it helps you to propel, and when you have elytra, you can just take off with the help of this enchantment easily. It has also 3 levels. Channeling is a very helpful enchantment. This also works in case of only thunderstorms. So let's say you have a channeling enchantment on your trident. So you can hit the mob with this enchantment and it will produce some weird results. So let's say you have a creeper. When you, during a thunderstorm, when you hit that creeper with a channeling trident, it will convert into charged creeper, since the lightning will fall wherever you hit that trident. Similarly, when you hit a villager with that trident, it will get converted into a witch. So similarly, like channeling basically channels the thunder in a single place where the trident falls. Now impaling has total 5 levels, and basically impaling is an enchantment for a trident which deals extra damage on each hit against only aquatic mobs. So basically the mobs which are there in the water, let's say fish or drowns or anything which is underwater, when you hit it with a trident having impaling, it will deal extra damage to them. Now coming to the last set of enchantments, but these are very important enchantments. So Unbreaking comes in 3 levels, and this enchantment basically gives a chance for an item to avoid durability reduction when it is used. So in simple words, when you have an item and you have a unbreaking enchantment on it, the durability will increase. The number will not increase, but the durability will decrease in a much less rate as compared to the normal succumb. So basically the probability of a tool breaking after number of uses will reduce if you use this enchantment. So there are various levels of unbreaking, and unbreaking 3 is the best out of them, so it will increase your durability a lot. Mending is the next one. It is a very useful enchantment. This can be applied to tools or weapons or armor, and it has no extra levels, it's just mending. Basically this is an enchantment that restores durability at the cost of using experience. So let's say I have a mending enchanted item in my hand, and when I kill some mobs, when I get that experience, that will be used not to increase my levels, but instead it will be using that experience to increase the durability of my tool or weapon or armor, etc. So this is a very important enchantment. The two main curses that we have, first is curse of vanishing. So basically when you have this on your tool or something, the probability of it getting vanished or broken is very high. Anytime it can break. So let's say I have curse of vanishing on my armor. Anytime I get a attack, it can break or it can just vanish. The other thing is curse of binding. So this is also a curse. Let's say you have a armor that you wear and has a curse of binding on it. You cannot take out that armor now until and unless you die or that armor breaks. So as the name suggests, curse of binding. So guys, this was a lot of information, and these are all the various types of enchantments and enchantment types that Minecraft provides. So I hope you like this video, and I hope it will help you a lot when you are enchanting the next time. So guys, thanks for watching. For other Minecraft content, you can check out my survival series. You can check out other games also that we have on the channel, like Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Age of Empires, Control, and we'll be bringing much more games and walkthroughs in the future. So guys, thanks a lot for watching. Hope this video is helpful to you, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.